What's up, guys? We're going to be talking comics and action figures and some other stuff. As of right now, just going to hang out for a minute, wait for some people to join, and we'll get started, okay? Hey, how's it going, dude? You were quick. You were number one on here. We're just going to wait for a couple more people, and then we'll get started on just talking stuff. Don't mind me. How's your day been so far? Wait, hold up. Yes, let's go. I have everything set up right here, like that I set aside, just like to get ready to talk about and discuss and whatnot. I am Negro. What's up? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I saw you got the new wave of Lightning Collection, yeah. I've been meaning to do shots. I still haven't gone ahead and done any, so hopefully later today or tomorrow I'll be taking some photos. I really want to do the Transformers scene one that I mentioned, so we'll see how that goes. And oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. AZ Legacy Rangers, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Just going to sit here a little bit more. We'll get started in just a minute talking stuff, all right? But yeah, hopefully get around to doing some of those photos for Transformers, considering I have so many figures at this point for Transformers that I've gotten recently, and I've only taken like a single photo. So that's my plan, yeah. So we'll go from there, yeah. What else? Yeah. Well, I guess let's just get started. Okay. All right. Well, Plastic, you already know. Some of you other guys might already know as well, but I've recently straight up just dived right into Transformers out of recently. That's Jason's fault, my buddy Jason. That is your fault, dude. Your fault. You got me into this. Even though I knew I was gonna get into it eventually, I got into it now. Cats, they're actually just lying right next to me right now, just watching me. Yeah, so Ripley's right there, and Myers just ran away somewhere. But, yeah, got heavily into Transformers. I started watching the G1 series first. So I watched about, I guess you could say, like the first half of it up until the Transformers movie itself, which was phenomenal. That was such a good movie. I mean, I can't believe how good it was, in my opinion. Like, at least like the art style for that time frame and whatnot was just so good, and the music, everything about it was just really awesome. But the later half of the series, like after the movie, I decided not to watch. I kind of like watched synopsis videos, but I didn't really like the overall I guess the oldness of the show, if that sounds kind of crappy of me to say. I mean, I've watched a lot of old shows before, but this was kind of something that I had in the background playing while I'm doing something else. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll read a synopsis about this and we're good to go. After I finished that, basically, I jumped right into Beast Wars. So watched all of Beast Wars. Thought it was pretty good, not too bad. Kind of ended like out of nowhere almost, and I know there's a sequel, technically Beast Machines. I haven't watched that yet, but the series wasn't too bad. That's when I started like picking up a couple figures here and there, just as I kept finding them. At least like for my personal taste, I do like the figures that are more Autobot, Decepticon, rather than Maximal and Predacons like those. Cheek Mill, what's up? Yeah, Plastic. I like Beast Wars too, don't get me wrong. I like some of the figures as well. I mean, I got some of them like, the Optimus Primal and the Megatron T-Rex and whatnot. But I don't know, I like the machine and vehicle as designs more than like the robotic animal per se. So that was just me. So I picked up a couple here and there of the Beast Wars ones, of course, but I prefer the traditional looking guys. So after I finished Beast Wars, went ahead, jumped right into Siege, followed by Earthrise, which I thought was really good. Probably just because it's actually like more story driven than the ones that I'd seen thus far, which was, like I said, like the G1 and Beast Wars in itself. Like, I just thought it was a little bit better, so I'm looking forward to Kingdom. What's this? Oh no, they pulled you back. Well, they got me. They got me, man. I wasn't into this at all, and then I just got hooked real quick. Tourism a drug? What's up? But yeah, man, like I got hooked real quick, and I was avoiding Transformers for years. I had a feeling I was gonna like it, and I was like, this is gonna be a big old franchise, toys, movies, like all kinds of collectibles, and I seen the prices of Masterpiece figures, so I was like, let me not. But I caved. Hell, I bought most of the figures that I have now before I actually started watching or reading anything on Transformers in general, so that goes to show. But back to it. So yeah, watched Siege and Earthrise, thought it was good. Looking forward to Kingdom. I cannot wait to watch that when it comes out, like in July, I believe it is. So really excited for it, and I'm gonna dive into some other shows. I actually finished season 1 of the animated series, so I'm gonna finish that, and also was it Transformers Prime, and who knows what else. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. Target was doing a crazy sale. It was like last week from Sunday to Sunday. It was buy one, get one half off all books. So that included comic books at already competitive prices to Amazon. So that was just nuts. But oh, that's a big boy. 18-inch Optimus Prime. I'd have to see it. I don't know what that one looks like. I don't know if I've actually seen that figure. But yeah, so Target was doing that crazy sale, and I couldn't believe it. It was like exactly what I was waiting for, because they had a previous sale like at the end of February. You know, the books were cheaper than Amazon. It was like maybe like an additional 20% off. But the fact that this was buy one, get one half off was nuts. I went ham. I mean, I went ridiculously ham on this. I bought so many comic books, and well, some of them are going to be the ones that I'm going to showcase of you guys that I got from that order, as well as gifted to me and whatnot by Alex for my birthday, and some other figures she got me here and there. So let me start in on this pile, and we'll keep it up. So the first thing that I have on this pile, just to like talk about real quick, was Shaman King. So classic manga, anime. Nick Figs, what's up? So yeah, Shaman King, they basically did a reboot of the show that started this year, as well as the manga. They came out with these 3-in-1 omnibus editions, whatever you want to call it, being distributed by Kodansha Comics. Based on what I looked at, Viz Media lost the rights to Shaman King. They didn't renew it, so these guys picked it up, and they're releasing it in 3-in-1s, considering the only way to read Shaman King up until right now, when they picked up the rights, was having the physical copies of the Viz manga, which are out of print and have been out of print for many years. So yeah, these are starting to come out. They got a $20 cover price, as mentioned, 3-in-1. And I mean, it's really cool. I mean, as you can see, like, the cover is basically the cover of volume 1 of the manga, just redone. And the inserts for the other 2 volumes are basically the same thing, or same principle, where they've gone ahead and just like revamped the art for the original cover of said volume, and they have it in here for you as like a little head nod, so to speak. But yeah, I remember actually like getting the Figma figures for Shaman King, or for I didn't know they're actually coming out with Figma figures for these. If that's the case. Probably not, though. I say that now, then I'll look at it later and be like, I need that. So hopefully I don't want to get it. Don't put me down that rabbit hole, man. But yeah, I used to have the original volumes for Shaman King way back when. I think I was only missing like maybe 7 volumes. And I mean, that was like in high school, so no monies. I couldn't afford to keep buying the manga, and I just kind of like lost interest in it, ended up selling them off, read the remaining part of the story online a couple years later, thought it was kind of like it just felt very rushed as far as I recall it towards the end, but thought it was okay as a whole, and that's why I'm excited to actually see that they came out with these, because as mentioned, now that the original ones were out of print, you look on Amazon and it's just an insane amount of monies for just a single volume. So these are affordable. They're going to look nice on the shelf. I mean, just the spines and the paper quality is, I'm going to say it's comparable to that of a standard manga volume in comparison to like some of the other 3-in-1s that Viz came out with, like the Bleach and Naruto ones, where the paper just seemed really thin and just kind of crappy. But this feels standard manga grade. So these are out. If you like Shaman King, you want something complete, definitive, get these. So next thing that I picked up, you guys might have seen it as well. This is the second book, and I believe a series of 3 books in the Reckless series by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. It's called Friend of the Devil. So, crime noir kind of stuff, California setting for these books, or at least a majority of like their books in general, as far as I can recall, just take place in California throughout different points in time. So this is the second, and as mentioned, a series of, I believe, 3 books of a $24.99 cover price. I really hope that they end up coming up with like a deluxe edition down the line that has all 3 books in oversized hardcover, because this is standard hardcover, not oversized. So it'd be nice if they actually had all 3 of them in here. But this is a really good read. I mean, I've said it before, time and time again, these guys knock it out of the park with anything that they write. I actually got the reprint for the Criminal Volume 1 Deluxe Edition hardcover recently as well, and the second book, the reprint, will be coming out, I think it's tomorrow, based off Amazon. It's already out through other media and whatnot, through other sites and shops, but I think Amazon will have it in stock tomorrow, so I'll be snagging that as well. That was originally printed by, I think, Icon many years ago, before I even knew what the Criminal series was, so it was long out of print. So the fact that they're reprinting these to go along with their Volume 3 that came out first out of these in order, so to speak, they look really nice on the shelf as well. I don't know. I don't know about you, but it just has to look good on the shelf. Like, they have to look the same. They have to look real good, so that's just me. That's just me personally. So that's something that I always look at when I'm trying to buy books and whatnot. It's how it's going to look on the shelf. So that's coming out. As I mentioned before, if you have never read anything by these guys, I highly recommend it. It's phenomenal. So that's the second item I got on here. Third book. This is one of the ones that I got from that big haul from Target, is the deluxe edition for Batman Hush. I read this many years ago. Like, probably a decade ago, if anything. I haven't read it since then, so I'm looking forward to reading this, especially since I have the Mafex, however you want to say it, Batman Hush, the blue one. I still want to get the black one as well, but the blue one, ever since I got that, I just knew I needed to get this to have a definitive version of the story in itself. So let's take out the slip case here. The front, the back. I guess some additional content in here. Let's see. It has an introduction by Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb. And a whole bunch of extras on the backside, just sketches and looks like annotations and a cover gallery as well. So I don't think this really needs much of an explanation. It's just Batman Hush Deluxe Edition hardcover. Awesome. It was on sale, buy one get one half off, so of course I was gonna get that. So there's that. Next, as mentioned, I went ham on this order, so I just went ahead and snagged the remaining copies of IDW Publishing's Ninja Turtles. So I was missing volumes 10, 11, and 12. Went ahead and just got them all at once because of that sale. And this is also one of those series that if you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. It's definitely a new spin on the overall TMNT mythos, but it's really entertaining. And these books just look super nice, and they have the little ribbons on them as well as bookmarks, so to speak. So I always thought that was a real good touch when it comes to these. And what I noticed, the Transformers books actually have the little ribbons as well as a placeholder. So I'm gonna read these, especially since last year I ordered volume 9 last year. A month passed and I never got the book in the mail, so I got it refunded even though I asked for a replacement. They're like, no, we're just gonna give you your money back because I just couldn't do it. Lonnie, how's it going, dude? How's it going? We are talking comics and action figures right now. So thank you for joining. So, ordered volume 9 last year, never got it. Spent like a year in hiatus not reading Ninja Turtles up until this year when I attempted to order volume 9 yet again. This time I did get it in. Fell back in love with the series, which, you know, I postponed for a whole year and picked up the rest of them. So I got to binge these guys as well and get hyped for the rest of the Super 7 Ninja Turtle figures that are coming out within this year, I believe. Next on the list, we have the Aquaman by Jeff Johns Omnibus. I took the dust jacket off. I'm reading it right now. This is currently what I'm reading. I read this many years ago when it first came out. Just wanted to pick it up because I just love collected editions for comics as a whole. So picked this guy up. And the last time I made an order off of Target, I had it in my shopping cart, took it out, placed my order, went back to place the order for Aquaman because I regretted it and it was sold out. So I was like, damn it, I should have just gotten it. I had it in the cart. So they restocked it, added it as part of the sale. Went ahead and snagged it, you know. Real good price. It was, I think, $48 before the buy one, get one half off. So not bad at all. This basically contains, well, as it says on the cover, all of Jeff Johns' original run. So this includes the Trench, followed by the Others, the Throne of Atlantis storyline, and Death of a King, as well as some other issues in between there. So I think this is the only Aquaman that I have read. Sadly, I would like to read some other Aquaman stuff, but this is really what introduced me to the character. And actually, Jeff Johns introduced me to a lot of DC characters. He was what got me into Green Lantern, as well as Flash as well, with the Rebirth series for both, respectively, Green Lantern and Flash. So Jeff Johns, one of my favorite writers, and I have yet to meet him. Hasi Figs, I see you. Thanks for joining. So, this, another good read. If you haven't read it, check it out. Or anything by Jeff Johns, check it out. Last of the comic books that I have picked up, we have Volume 1 of Transformers by IDW, Phase 1. This along with Volume 2 and some other figures that Alex snagged for me were a part of my whole birthday gift, so I've been reading this as well. Haven't read that much of it. As mentioned, I was focusing on Aquaman, but I'm really looking forward to these. and I just went at it. Part of the the Target sale as well. It was buy one get one half off, so I picked up a couple of the other missing volumes, and an Amazon verified seller had some of the other volumes that Target did not have, which were a little harder to get from the looks of it, that were maybe out of print at this point. Put them up for sale as well. So I just picked all of Phase 1 up in one fell swoop. Some of those books are still on their way to arrive shortly. But I'm looking forward to continuing diving into Transformers as a whole with the IDW series. As mentioned earlier, I started watching some of the shows. I'm still currently watching several other shows. Oh, and what I forgot to mention was the War for Cybertron game. I'm also playing that. So it's just a lot of Transformers stuff as just in general. So I'm going to be reading these. Here's a look at the side. The back's pretty cool. The front has respective character, Megatron, and then primary weapon. So these are lovely. Alright. So that concludes the big comic haul that I basically acquired within a week's time. Okay. Alrighty. So next, let's see here. Some awesome. Yo, bro, I am waist deep in this Transformer stuff. Like waist deep. Like, like legit, man. Shows, comics, video games, action figures. I'm just like, help! I'm drowning. Legit, like, forget it, man. Forget it. It's become my next obsession. It's insane. It's insane. So let's see, a couple things that came my way as gifts. Big old thank yous to all that sent these and helped me get them. So we have some of these troopers right here, which I'm super excited to take pictures of, especially outdoors photos. We got these shadow looking ones as well, the shadow troops. So I'm looking forward to taking some pictures of these guys right here in the future. Still got a couple days off, so that's what I'm going to be looking forward to. Let's see here. What else we got? Oh yeah. One of my recent finds was... Stop because I wanted to get all the figures. No, that's how I feel. Like, I'm just like, okay, I have to like chill out with these figures just because there's so many and I don't want to like just spend everything when it comes to the one single line. So I'm trying to just minimize it to the ones that I really like. This guy was one of the ones that I found as well. We went to the swap meet and they had Springer, which is really cool. I think this is the first figure that I have that actually has a 3 transformations between his robot, helicopter, and like vehicle mode as well. So found Springer at the swap meet, really dope. One of the other swap meet finds was the Earthrise Optimus Prime right here. I actually already had the Netflix one, but I still wanted to get this guy just because the colors were so much more vibrant. I went ahead and just painted his eyes in with like a light blue to mimic the Netflix one. I didn't really like the way this one had like a clear see-through kind of blue plastic. You couldn't really tell that he had eyes. That's why I just didn't like that. So I went ahead and just painted the eyes and what have you on this dude. And I like the fact that the guy actually came with the trailer as well, unlike the Netflix one. So he has said trailer, and same shop at the swap meet that I found this guy. I could not believe it. They actually had the Walmart Megatron with the nice metallic paint job and whatnot. I couldn't believe it. We walked into that shop and I was just like, Megatron is on the shelf. Megatron is on the shelf. Just like losing my mind internally. And the lady cut us a deal, so these were part of my birthday gift from Alex, the Megatron, as well as the Optimus Prime, so these are pretty dope. So I'm excited to take pics of these. These are going to be the main focus, as well as I wanted to do a picture with Bumblebee. Don't have Bumblebee yet, so I'm going to replace him with Hot Rod to kind of do like a the scene from the movie where like Optimus is getting shot up by Megatron and spoiler, killed. So gonna try to do that for one of my photos, see how that works out. I forgot, there was a page on here, I can't remember the name of the page. I was doing a Big Bad Toy Store photo contest for all of May. Sorry, I can't remember the name of the page, but we were doing something, so I want to participate. What else? Another awesome gift received is this big ol' Soundwave. He's a big boy. I mean, let's compare him to Springer. He's big. Yeah, the Mayday post. I just can't remember the name of the page that was going to be hosting the contest. Damn. Oh well. I can't remember. I'm brain farting. Let's see here. That big old Soundwave, I think, was a Target exclusive, if I recall correctly, from what I was told and from what I looked at. So he's a really cool figure, especially considering I think he came out like 2 years ago, and that was far before I was falling into Transformers as a whole. So that's neat. Another gift that came my way, another friend of mine. What is this? Fudai model kit under Flame Toys. It's the Megatron IDW Decepticon version. This big old Megatron model kit, which I'm going to be working on soon once I finish my Wing Zero. Already completely built the Wing Zero. I just have to do the panel lining and the decals, and then do his final top coat, and then I will put him on display. And then I will dive into those Bull Megatron right here. But he's really neat looking. I don't think he doesn't transform since he's a model kit, so he's just going to be in his robot form. But that's still really cool. I want to compare him to this, the Hasbro War for Cybertron Walmart one that we found. So there's that, and the final thing, which I found yesterday, it's gonna take me some time to build, unless I just go full crazy, just put on like a video and just sit here like building him. Like he'll be done in a day, but I want to take my time with it. That's why the Gundam is priority, and Gundam has not been finished, even though I've had it for like maybe 2 or 3 months already. So I'm just trying to take my time with it. Final acquisition was Scourge from the Studio Series 86 line. Found him yesterday, just went to a couple stores here and there, and lo and behold, that Walmart was stacked. For some reason, that specific Walmart in all of Tucson just stacked with Studio Series. That's where I found all my other ones, like Cup, Blur, what else? Cup and Blur. They had a whole bunch of Grimlock, but I already had found Grimlock. Oh, Jazz. I found Jazz at that store. They had a couple of Hot Rods as well, even though I had originally found them somewhere else. But they had this dude there, which I want to say was the last one, at least from the Studio Series 86 that I wanted. So, pretty cool. Haven't even cracked him open yet, but looking forward to doing so. Probably later today. Get a transformation, go and see what it's like. But yeah, that's the haul. Recent comic books and figures that I have acquired / been gifted. Thank you all for the gifts and the birthday wishes. I really appreciate that. So that's pretty much it. As mentioned, I still have several books underway. The rest of those Transformers ones, and I'll be ordering a couple more books here and there. And Big Bad Toy Store just recently stocked up the Nemesis Prime figure once more, so I definitely ordered him. I was kind of sad though, like I was gonna wait and just like do one collective order all at once, but some of the other figures just sold out like before that, and I was like, okay, so they sell out of one but bring another one back in stock. So the Shattered Glass Optimus became sold out, but they brought back the Nemesis one. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just get Nemesis for now and go from there. So he's on his way soon. I'm still trying to hunt for some other figures here and there, but yeah, I don't think that guy was available in store, or if he was, it was going to be at this point pretty difficult to find him in a store. So, yeah, snagged him. And what else? I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Well, in any case, thank you all for tuning in, as mentioned, for just this comic and action figure chat about. And I know it's been a while since I did one of these, so maybe you'll see me doing another one shortly once I get a couple more things here and there and just kind of like build up a little pile just to go over kind of how I did today. But I'll see y'all next time. All right? Bye.